Goodness. It feels so nice outside. It's actually not raining. It's not too gray. It actually feels warm. It's in the 50s today, and spring is just about here. The snow is basically all melted, and it feels good. This video is going to be a little bit different. Hopefully you can hear me with the bush plane going by. I want to speak to someone specific. Someone who works very hard. Who is constantly striving. Constantly trying to figure out how to be better at what they're doing every day. Not many people do this, but there's one person in particular that I'm thinking about. Someone who very well may have many small children hanging on them and clamoring for their attention right now. And that's you, Mama. That's you. You know, I don't know about you, but I am getting tired. Not just tired from motherhood, not just tired from life, but tired of all of the pressure from society, from social media, of here's how to do it right. Here's how to optimize it. Here's, 5 steps to have a perfect morning routine. Here's how I get everything done in my house before 7 in the morning. Here are the rhythms that help me keep my house perfect. Here's all of the enriching things I do with my kids. It's a lot. And the more of motherhood you see online, the more it kind of makes you want to just look the other way. Not because you're lazy, not because you don't want to try more and be better, but because it's just a lot. It's a lot of weight. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of expectation that if you feel you don't meet, you feel guilt. Like, oh man, I guess I'm not a good mom. My house isn't always perfectly clean. I don't have a perfect morning routine. I don't get up at 5 a.m. and read my Bible. Maybe it's a couple of pages at breakfast and you read 5 words out of 20 because your kids are saying your name every other second and you can't get them to stop saying your name so you can read a cohesive thought. Was that speaking to anyone but me? It's like we're trying. We're putting in all of the effort, doing all the things that we know how to do, and still feel like we're falling short. The dishes are still piled in the sink. The laundry's still piled on the floor, on the couch, or on the basket. Kids are still crying, having a tantrum, fighting with each other. Someone's still hungry. The meals still need to be made. The carpet hasn't been vacuumed and you don't want to say how long. When's the last time you cleaned your bathroom? Gosh, you hope it hasn't been more than a month. I'm just trying to be honest here because I feel like there are fewer and fewer people out there willing to say, especially from a Christian perspective, because we are to be keepers of the home. And yes, steward your home. Take care of it. Be good. Take care of your family. But you don't have to do it perfectly. You don't have to do it perfectly. You don't need a perfect morning routine. I'm just going to say it. Did you know that God is flexible enough to work with your hectic days, with your scattered prayers, and your disjointed Bible reading? Sometimes all you need to do is pray the word help. God help me. And it's enough. Sometimes we don't need 20-step programs and workshops and courses to hack your life, hack motherhood, be a better Christian, be a better mom, be a better wife. What if all you needed to do was close your eyes and breathe? And show your kids that it's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. But what do you do when you feel those feelings? Are you trying to complete a chart in a workshop and do a journal and, watch a series of videos to help you cope with life? Because that's what some Christian mom guru said you were supposed to do, to rewire your brain or to renew your mind. And it's just a lot. But maybe all they need to do is watch you sit down, close your eyes, and breathe. And verbalize and say, God, help me. Lately, when I'm overwhelmed, I stop and I start to breathe deeply. Even while the kids are peppering me with questions. Even while there's a lot of things that need to be done. And sometimes not a lot of time to do them, I stop. And I breathe. And while the kids are aware of that, sometimes they keep asking me questions, and I keep breathing. And then they register. Oh, Mama's having a hard time. She's a little frustrated or overwhelmed, and she's breathing. This happened the other day, and instantly, the tone in the room changed. My kids were running around, and one of them was sitting on the couch with me. And they were being crazy and wild and asking me a bunch of questions, and one was whining and, as kids do. And I just didn't have it in me. I didn't have the answer. I didn't have the reprimand. I didn't have the words to say or the things to do or the answers to the questions. And I was carrying heavy burdens. I was feeling overwhelmed. So I just stopped. Stop trying to answer, stop trying to discipline, stop trying to do everything perfectly. I closed my eyes and I started to breathe. I didn't even pray in that moment. You're welcome to. Sometimes I will say help. Sometimes I'll pray out loud when I'm done breathing or while I'm breathing. And the kids hear that. They hear me say, God, please help me. I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. I need your help. But I was breathing in and out while all of this was happening, and the tone shifted. And my kids both crawled up on the couch with me and started to snuggle me because they saw that I was having trouble. They saw I was having a hard time, and I needed some support. Now, is it our kids' job to support us? No. But when you love someone and you care about them, you have an instinct to want to comfort them. Even small children have this instinct. And so they were snuggling me on the couch, and I was breathing. And they stopped being wild and crazy. This doesn't always happen, but it did in this instance. They stopped peppering me with questions and whining and just sat with me. And my son kept looking up at me and saying, I love you so much, Mama. I love you so much, Mama. And I stopped breathing deeply and said, I love you too so much. Sometimes we don't need a big thing to change a moment. Sometimes the miracle that we need is just a deep breath. It's not a course. It's not a workshop. It's not a PDF. It's not a YouTuber. Sometimes it's not a perfect morning routine or quiet time routine. Sometimes it's not waking up at 6 a.m. and getting everything done. Sometimes it's not having a perfect rhythm or a perfect routine or a perfect way of doing things. Sometimes the house gets messy. Sometimes the meals run late. Sometimes, there are moms out there who are making everything from scratch. And God bless them, but I can't do it. When you're working, when you have other obligations, I try to give myself a rule of every other meal, making something from scratch. And I don't mean like making pasta from scratch where you're making the noodles. I mean like cooking noodles and cooking beef and adding sauce. Sometimes it's homemade sauce. And sometimes it's chicken nuggets, tater tots. Sometimes I buy a pizza, sometimes I make pizza from scratch, which is delicious. Sometimes I buy bread, sometimes I make it. There's a give and a take, push and a pull, a flow, and some grace. Because if there's one thing that Christian moms need in this time, in this season, and now there's a train, it's grace. Grace that says it's okay. You're doing great. You don't feel like it, but you are. And sometimes I forget that we're all doing great. That the efforts I do put forth matter and are noticed. We had a little family music time the other day where we got some little instruments out and we were all just kind of strumming on them, and nothing like concert worthy, but it was fun. My little toddlers are plunking away at things and making little music, and my husband took a video of a moment of me and the kids, and we were interacting and playing little instruments. And I saw myself smile at my kids. I heard myself speak to them gently and with love. And that no matter how I may have been feeling in the moment, the woman that showed up was kind, was gracious, was loving, and joyful. And I thought, wow. I looked at him and said, I'm a good mama, huh? I don't always remember. And maybe you feel that way too. Maybe you don't remember that you're actually a good mom. Because you are. Do you ever lose your patience with your kids? Yeah. Okay. Do you ever sometimes you don't want to make dinner, so you buy a pizza? Yeah. Do you sometimes forget to pray in a day? Maybe. Do you have a perfect workout routine in the midst of raising your kids and keeping your house perfect in perfect order? Maybe. But at the end of the day, what we need is grace. And grace is not permission to just throw everything to the wayside and say, I'm just going to feed my kids junk every day. I'm never going to exercise, never going to clean my house, never going to spend time with God because there's grace. Well, that's taking grace for, advantage of grace. But grace says, you did the best you could today. Try again tomorrow. That's why I love every new day. No matter what happened yesterday, no matter how you felt, no matter what you went through, what trials you faced, you get a fresh start every day. And I say that to my kids. Sometimes they have a hard time and they got in trouble. They did something wrong and they felt bad about it. Felt bad that we were upset with them. Felt bad that they hurt their brother or sister's feelings or even hurt them physically. Toddlers have so much emotion. They often have no clue what to do with it. And I always say, it's okay. Before I lay them down, tomorrow is a new day. You have a fresh start to try again. And we do. So maybe what we need are not more hacks, more workshops, more courses, more downloadables, more calendars, more schedules, more Bible plans, more workout plans, more diet plans, housekeeping plans. Are you seeing a trend here? It's like, just wake up. Thank God that He woke you up. Take a deep breath. And go through your day. Recognize that God is with you in every moment. While you're tending to the kids, while you're trying to get a shower, while the dishes are being washed and the meals are being prepared, God is with you. And you can talk to Him in any moment. And sometimes the thing that you need to do is stop what you're doing and breathe. Because we feel this pressure of like, oh, but before we go to bed, the house has to be perfect. Everything has to be clean. The kitchen has to be clean. The dishes and, laundry have to all be put away, or my day is just going to be chaos. Like, maybe not. Maybe instead of spending your night frantically cleaning everything, you just spend time snuggling your kids and reading. And you guys decide to just go to bed together at the same time. And you have a wonderful night. And you wake up with that memory of like, wow, that was so much fun. While you're cleaning up the toys and the blankets and things that you didn't clean up the night before. And it's okay. It's also okay to ask for help. Sometimes we're thinking about things differently than our husbands. And thinking, oh, this must be done at this time, in this way. And I must do it, or everything's going to fall apart. And I'm going to be a failure. Well, for example, I always feel this internal pressure of like, I must lay our children down. In order to be a good mother, it must be me laying our children down. This is wrong. This is false. This is not true. And this can show the twistedness of our minds sometimes. But it had been a particularly stressful day for me, and I was feeling overwhelmed. And so I took one of our children, and I looked at my husband, and I asked for help, and said, can you please lay this child down? And of course he said yes, and had a wonderful time and experience laying them down. And the weight and pressure was off of me, feeling like I have to do everything, because I don't, and neither do you. And if your husband, or even if you have older children that are willing and able to help, if they don't do it the way that you do it, it's okay. If they're helping put away groceries and they put the ketchup on the top shelf instead of the bottom where you like it, where it's supposed to go, just be thankful it's in the fridge. Just be thankful it's in the fridge. It's okay. It doesn't all have to be perfect. It doesn't all have to go the way that you think it should go to be okay. And surprisingly, God can work with that. He can work with changes in your schedule. He can work with changes in your routine, or a lack thereof. He can work with scattered prayers and broken up passages of scripture. He can work through the tantrums, through the mess, through the chaos, through the overwhelm. He can do it. And He will help you. He will see you through. You are doing amazing. You don't need more. You need less. You need to stop striving and breathe. I'm praying for you. God bless you.